I have a hot take. Xiaomi 14T takes better pictures than iPhone 16 and Galaxy S24. For example, if you take a look at this picture that I took with the three phones, you will realize the Xiaomi 14T made a nicer looking one, especially with how it handled the flare of the sun in the middle. Galaxy did a great job too, but the iPhone leaked the light. In this other example, since Galaxy and Xiaomi 14T both have a telephoto lens, they created a better optical photo. But S24 missed some details, especially the mountain in the background, while Xiaomi 14T kept it. Also, the colors are iconic Leica colors. Let me explain why this is happening. To get a good photo, you need two ingredients: a great lens to optically capture the photo nicely, and on top of that, you need a great post-processing of the image you got. Now, on a standard camera, the quality of the lens is usually much more critical because you often shoot in RAW and then process it later. For example, when I recently photographed Nada's wedding, I just put a Sony 16-55 lens on my camera, shot some great pictures, processed them in Lightroom, and then handed them over. But the whole process took a lot of time. With phone photography, things are a bit different. So you want to have a good lens that captures enough light, but phone camera lenses are tiny and there is so much you can do to take better pictures optically. That's why processing is more important. The only thing that you can do with phone cameras physically is to use multiple lenses for different zooms to take better pictures at different distances. For example, the Xiaomi 14T has three lenses. You have an ultra-wide, wide, and 2x telephoto lens. They put all three lenses in a rectangular shape next to each other, and unlike Xiaomi 14, which had housing on top, which would then create a fogging issue, this does not have that problem. The telephoto lens is usually the one companies skip, even on flagships. iPhone 16 and Pixel 9 do not have a telephoto lens. The primary lens of Xiaomi 14T is produced by Sony and is called Sony IMX906. It is not a groundbreaking lens, but it's good. However, it is not like a 1-inch sensor from Xiaomi 14 Ultra. What differentiates the Xiaomi 14 from the iPhone, Galaxy, and Pixel is the collaboration that they are doing with Leica for post-processing of the images. Leica is a nostalgic and iconic German optics and camera manufacturer with a long history dating back to the 18th century. Their camera is costly. For example, the new Leica Q3, which Petapixel recently reviewed, is 6,500 euros. It is wild. And Xiaomi collaborated with them to develop two picture profiles, Leica Authentic Look and Leica Vibrant Look. These profiles give your photos a soul, iconic look, something that Galaxy and iPhone just cannot give you. And as much as I love my Galaxy S24 Ultra, I prefer the look that Xiaomi 14T created. As the name suggests, Leica Authentic Look gives a less vibrant and more neutral looking photo, while Leica Vibrant Look, selected by default, makes the picture more vibrant. I played with them and decided to go with the vibrant look. It is not saturated but rather vibrant, and I like the colors more. At first, I went outside and took some pictures with Xiaomi 14T since I wanted to review the phone. But then I was so surprised by the quality of the phones that I decided to go out and take pictures with iPhone 16 and Galaxy S24 together with Xiaomi 14T to do a better comparison. This is the first photo that I took with all three phones, and I was shocked. Look at the sun in the middle. Both Galaxy and iPhone overexpose the sky. Also, if you look at the iPhone on the left side, you can see the green lights that are created and ruin the picture. Like a vibrant look can be a bit too much sometimes. For example, in this picture, there is a bit too much yellow, maybe, but it is its own style. Here's another example of how the iPhone struggled a lot. I didn't just snap a photo, I spent at least 2 minutes trying to capture this photo with iPhone, but it just refused to go to macro. On the other hand, both Xiaomi and S24 created a nice bokeh, and I like the shot. Here, all three managed to create the bokeh properly. The picture of Xiaomi 14T is more vibrant as we discussed, but again, you can just use the authentic look. Not all shots are drastically different on the cameras. For example, in this one, all three created a similar looking picture. Maybe the iPhone is just a bit more contrasty compared to the other two. In this shot, the photos optically are very similar, but again, what pops the most is the vibrant colors of Leica on Xiaomi 14T, which I'm very excited to use in autumn. And this is the shot I showed at the beginning of the video. The iPhone shot is very contrasty. Xiaomi 14T again managed the flare the best with the nice circles around it. Then we have S24, which in my opinion did a better job than the iPhone, but still there is a lot of light leakage. The photo that I took with 10 times zoom is also very telling. The picture of iPhone is not optically nice since there is a lack of telephoto lens. The one on Galaxy S24 is better, but again it did overexpose the sky, and the details are lost, which is in this case is a nice mountain. The one from Xiaomi 14 is both optically nice and also did not omit the details. Here the colors are very different. Both Galaxy S24 and Xiaomi 14 created similar pictures and tone. iPhone tone is more muted, and if you look at the swans, they are white instead of yellow light that was shining on them. Another telephoto picture, here Galaxy did create a better optical photo. iPhone 16 struggled a bit because of lack of telephoto lens, and Xiaomi 14T created a nice picture with the right contrast for the clouds. There's a lot of pictures that it just depends on your taste on which color profile you like better, and it's not obvious which one is a clear winner. Maybe write down in the comments which one do you prefer and whether I'm just hyping Leica colors or they are actually good. I'm very curious to know what you're all thinking right now. When it comes to videos, the Xiaomi 14T has nice modes, like a movie mode that creates a cinema aspect ratio for you, and I enjoyed using it. The colors also apply to the video, so everything can be more vibrant and more Leica-like, which by now you probably have a sense of it. I do feel like the video is the part that Xiaomi can further work on, and maybe it lags a bit behind flagships. However, the telephoto lens compensates a bit here, especially when you compare it to iPhone 16, for example. Also, it still handles the flare nicely compared to S24 in video mode. But here I feel the iPhone 16 is doing a better job overall with the video, and the iPhone does offer really good video quality. Also, I do feel the stabilization is better on the other two phones. Here Xiaomi 14T, in my opinion, created the best skin tone for me, but there is not much significant difference between them. Also, the phone is nice by itself, it holds firmly in my hand, the display is 120Hz and it has a punch hole, but the bezels are minimal. Xiaomi cut some corners to reduce cost. For example, there is no wireless charging or titanium frame, and the fingerprint scanner is optical. Also, the chipset they used was not a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 like the Xiaomi 14, instead it was a MediaTek 8300 Ultra. It is still a 4nm chipset. In Antutu, my score is 1.3 million, which is between what Pixel 9 offers and what S24 offers with Exynos. There is a 5000 mAh battery on the device too. It is an upper mid-range phone. There are no surprises as far as I tested it. All in, I think if you want to save some money but still have a great camera with some nice colors, I would say the Xiaomi 14T is a great option. I really wish Samsung, Apple and Google would also just collaborate with a camera and optics company like Sony, Canon, Nikon to create more iconic pictures profiles instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. Let me know if you think the same. If you want to know how those phones compare in terms of picture quality, I made a camera comparison of the iPhone 16, Galaxy S24 versus Pixel 9, which you can watch next. Thanks for tuning into TechMo, and I will see you in the next one.